Hey guys, today we're going to talk a little bit about Maxima braided fishing line. This is Maxima Braid Ultra Green. This is a line that I'm using a lot more and more. Braid has a lot of really good properties for fishing. The first one is that it floats. It has no stretch at all. It's really small diameter to the pound test that it breaks at. So you can use a 65-pound test line and have the diameter of a 15-pound monofilament or fluorocarbon line. So you can use a lot bigger line, which really helps in heavy cover situations, especially in grass. I use braid pretty much all the time in grass when I'm punching, throwing a swim jig, throwing a top water, things like that. It cuts through that grass. You can it kind of just saws through it, whereas other lines, the grass is going to build up around your line. It's going to be harder to pull those fish out of the cover. You can use up to 80-pound line. Pretty much all the time I'm using 50 or 65. I've never really broke a fish off on either of those line sizes. 10-pound, sometimes 20 on my spinning reels, but it's great for any kind of grass fishing. It's also really good on a spinning reel. Like I said, fluorocarbon leader, no stretch on that. You're going to hook a lot more fish. You're going to feel your baits better. You're going to get a lot less line twist when you're using a spinning reel with the braid, so you don't have to deal with that. And what I like about it is you can keep this line lasts forever. You can keep it on a reel for an entire year. I also use it a lot on some top waters. Use it on buzz baits. Really big top waters. Sometimes on a spook I'll use it as well. You get a lot more casting distance out of it. You're able to walk the bait a little bit better, but it does tangle up in the hooks. So usually I'll use a monofilament leader with that. Something like 6 to 8 inches, where you don't have a knot going through your guides all the time. But braid is a really good option for big fish, top water baits, and when you're fishing around grass. So be sure to check out Maxima's Braid Ultra Green. It's a really awesome braid. It doesn't make a lot of sound. It's really smooth, castable, and limp. And unlike a lot of braids, it doesn't make that weird sound through your guides or when you're sawing it through a mat. So when you're fishing around heavy grass, I think it actually helps you get more bites because it's a lot quieter braid than most of them on the market. So check out Maxima braided line and use braided line in heavy cover situations around grass and definitely on your spinning rod.